Greetings, welcome to another edition of At the Pictures with me and the guitarist from Slade. How's it going? Are you okay?
I'm really good.
Oh, he's a brummy, wasn't he, no? Dave, alright, cup of soup. Anyway, we're here to talk about, the musical theme is quite right, because we're here to talk about, that's as if we meant that, we're here to talk about a musical, not my favourite musical, The Blues Brothers, but it is Dear Evan Hansen. Well, I got a fright at this one because I went thinking it was a film. It was just a thing to kill time, basically. And I'm thinking, no, this will be a downer. This will be. In the first 5 minutes, he's in his bed, and what am I going to do today? And then suddenly, H.A.'s out of nowhere.
Crying.
I never started crying. I'd cried at one bit. You cried all the way through it. Anyway, so like 5 minutes into the film, we realised it was a musical because he's in his bed, and then suddenly it goes into a big musical number. He goes into the high school and singing like, massive big power ballad type song. And nobody's to paying any attention to him because they're just going about high school. So we're going, this is a bit different. But I kind of enjoyed it a wee bit, but it's a bit dark themed, isn't it, Chaz? It's about a boy. It's a bit of a dark theme. A boy kind of kills himself at school, unfortunately, and but a note in his pocket makes it out that he's written it to his friend Evan. But it's not. It's Evan does these things where he writes the notes to himself. It's to make him feel better or whatever.
So he has social
anxiety. But confusion upon confusion, he ends up going lie after lie and meets the dead kid's family, ingratiates himself with them, tries to make them feel better. He can't get, but it's all done with musical kind of numbers as well, The one I cried at was Julianne Moore is in it. So there's a lot of famous folk. We'll go into that in a minute. She was Evan's mum, and she sings a song. That was the bit I cried. I admit it. I'm no ashamed of myself.
What's she from, that person?
Oh, tons of things. Julianne Moore. I didn't know she could sing. She was really good. Amy Adams is in it. She can sing. She sings a few. What other kind of famous folk are in it? Now I've said there's a lot of famous folk. There's no really. I don't know who Evan Hansen is, but he can sing. He's quite good. What about you, Chaz? What did you kind of rate it? Was the songs off put?
It was good songs for musical.
And it didn't seem out of place. Yeah. Some musicals they go out into a garden or something like that and just start singing. You think, "Good God, that's no part of the film."
Like they make it over dramatic.
Aye.
And so it's just like, it's basically them either singing out in the places that are like the best suited for them, not like going in a fancy place.
Aye.
Or they just sing till they sing in
you never see a band or anything like that. There's no a big orchestra, but somehow it doesn't kind of grate on your nerves that these big musical numbers come out of nowhere when they're sitting in their front room or in their bedroom and they start singing all the. I suppose it's about kind of social media as well, isn't it? It's about that. And,
yeah.
So Evan thinks he's doing something good by telling a white lie he thinks at the start, but it keeps on building, and it ends up all blown up in his face. But I think he learns a few things along the way. I think it's safe to say about that. But it was quite emotional, as Chaz. I think there was maybe a wee bit flood at your feet with the tears you were crying. But no, you admit it. It was emotional for you, wasn't it? It was.
It was a very emotional film.
A very emotional film, and we were. I was less invested in it than Chaz was, but as I say, it's still not my favourite. My favourite musical is The Blues Brothers, which I'll never change, I suppose. But and I'll tell you what it was better than.
What?
Hamilton.
Of course it was. I'm quite sure everyone was forced to watch and like Hamilton.
I think the people that were in Hamilton were forced to be in it. Anyway, let's get to the marks. Well, the marks are coming in now. I'm not a fan of the musical genre because we went to see Cats and we're still emotionally scarred. Meow meow for that one.
It wasn't.
Ray Winston.
Yeah. Oh.
It was rubbish. And
That was
Judi
like-
Dench cleaning herself. That's not something you want to see. Anyway, but this musical
It's
was
like-
much better than that. So I'm giving it a 4 out of 5.
I would probably give it a 4 as well.
8 out of 10 then for Dear Evan Hansen. So that's, what was it? 8 out of 10 for Dear Evan Hansen. I don't know, as I say, there might not be Dear Evan Hansen 2.
Doubt it,
Dear
because
Evan Hansen.
It's a real life musical. By the way, I can't see. Is this you over there?
And that bombshell, so long.